Hey everyone, welcome to the Mystery Box channel. Today we're diving into something that's shaking up the global auto industry. Chinese electric vehicles. Did you know that in just 2 years, from 2020 to 2022, EV sales in China skyrocketed from 1.3 million to 6.8 million a year? Yep, you heard that right. 2022 marked China's 8th straight year as the world's biggest EV market. But what's driving this dominance, especially compared to heavyweights like the US and Europe? Stick with me, and let's find out. Part 1. Why Chinese EVs are crushing it. First, let's talk numbers. According to Row Motion, Chinese EV brands account for a whopping 76% of global sales of fully electric and plug-in hybrid vehicles. Meanwhile, the US, home of Tesla, barely hits 10% of the market, and Europe's scrambling to keep up. So, what's giving China the edge? It all boils down to tech, fast charging, self-driving, and most importantly, batteries, the heart of any EV. Fast charging tech, BYD's game changer. Let's start with fast charging. Just last month, March 2025, BYD, China's biggest EV maker, unveiled their Super E platform. With a max charging power of 1,000 kWh, their EVs can add 290 miles of range in just 5 minutes. You heard me, 5 minutes. Almost as fast as filling up a gas tank. Compare that to Tesla's superchargers, which give you 170 miles in 15 minutes, or the latest Mercedes-Benz CLA, which hits 200 miles in 10. BYD's taking this to a whole new level. But wait, there's more. China's also leading the pack with battery swapping tech. NIO's swap stations can replace your battery in 3-4 minutes, handling over 400 swaps a day per station. In the US, Tesla tried battery swapping and flopped, while a company called Ample is just hitting 5-minute swaps. Europe? They've mostly skipped this idea, focusing on fast charging, but their speeds still lag behind China. Self-driving tech, smarter cars from China. Next up, self-driving. Check this out. BYD's Yangwang U9 can zip along at 75 mph, dodge puddles and nails, all without a driver. Or take Xiaomi's SU7, step out, and it'll park itself in a multi-level garage, avoiding other cars like a pro. Tests show China's ADAS driver assist systems often outshine Tesla's full self-driving, thanks to data from over 16 test cities. In the US and Europe, self-driving tech still struggles with tricky situations. Battery tech, the key to dominance. And finally, batteries. They make up 40% of an EV's cost, and China owns 66% of the world's lithium-ion battery production, while the US sits at just 6.3%. Their secret weapon? Lithium ferrous phosphate, LFP batteries, cheaper and safer than the NMC batteries the US and Europe rely on. Companies like CATL have cracked the energy density issue with LFP, making it a third of all EV batteries worldwide by 2022. Even Ford's jumping on board, teaming up with CATL to build LFP batteries at their Blue Oval plant starting in 2026. So, from lightning-fast charging and battery swaps to self-driving and battery breakthroughs, China's not just winning on volume, they're ahead on tech, leaving the US and Europe in the dust in so many ways. How'd they pull this off? Let's dig deeper. Part 2. Talent and the government's big role. China didn't become an EV superpower by accident. Behind this success is a long-term strategy from the government and some key players with big visions. Let's meet the masterminds and see how the government turned this dream into reality. Wan Gang, the father of Chinese EVs. First up, Wan Gang, the guy they call China's EV king. He spent over a decade at Audi in Germany before becoming China's Minister of Science and Technology from 2007 to 2018. Back in 2008, he test drove a Tesla Roadster, fell in love with EVs, and decided China had to lead the charge. His bold vision convinced the government to go all in on EV tech, a risky move that changed everything. China's government, the iron fist behind the win. So, what did the government do? They kicked things off in 2001 with an EV research project in their 5-year plan. By 2009, they'd poured over 200 billion yuan, about $29 billion, into subsidies and tax breaks for the EV industry. Early on, when buyers weren't biting, They bought EVs for public transit, keeping companies like BYD alive and thriving. They didn't stop there. For regular folks, they made it a no-brainer. In big cities like Beijing, getting a gas car license plate can take years and cost thousands. EVs, free and fast. Local governments teamed up with car makers too. Take Shenzhen. They helped BYD turn it into the first city worldwide with 100% electric public buses. Long-term strategy: ditching gas, betting on EVs. Why EVs? Back in the early 2000s, China's car industry was stuck. They churned out gas-powered cars but couldn't compete with brands from the US, Germany, or Japan. Hybrids? Japan owned that game. So instead of playing catch-up, China ditched the old stuff and bet everything on EVs, a fresh playing field. It was a gamble, but it hit multiple targets: cutting pollution, reducing oil imports, and rebuilding the economy after the 2008 crash. To seal the deal, they locked down battery materials like lithium, cobalt, and graphite, stuff the US and Europe are short on. That means cheaper batteries, bigger supply, and a massive competitive edge. With Wang Gang's leadership and the government's smart moves, China turned EVs from a pipe dream into a world-leading industry. But there's one more piece to the puzzle. Tesla. How'd they turn the American giant into a partner? Let's find out. Part 3. The smart move: teaming up with Tesla. You can't talk EVs without mentioning Tesla, the company that flipped the game worldwide. But here's the twist. China didn't see Tesla as a rival to crush. They made them part of the plan. It's a brilliant move that let China learn tech and keep Tesla close. Opening the door to Tesla. A win-win ecosystem. In 2019, Tesla built its Gigafactory in Shanghai, their first outside the US. Here's the kicker. China didn't just prop up local companies with subsidies, they extended them to Tesla too. Economist Alicia Garcia Herrero put it like this: instead of protectionism, China built an ecosystem Tesla can't walk away from. The payoff? Shanghai's Gigafactory is now Tesla's most efficient plant, making over 50% of their global deliveries in 2022. Learning from Tesla, Tesla's presence lit a fire under Chinese brands. BYD and NIO had to step up their game on batteries, charging, and self-driving to match Tesla. For instance, China's LFP battery tech got a boost from competing with Tesla. But it goes both ways. Tesla's had to slash prices and innovate to keep up with local rivals. Keeping Tesla hooked. Irresistible perks. By 2023, Tesla doubled down with a second Shanghai plant for megapack batteries, not for cars, but for power grids. With local incentives and a steady supply of materials, China's got Tesla hooked. Elon Musk said it himself. China's a key market. Even with US-China tensions, Tesla's expanding there while companies like Apple pull back. So, by welcoming Tesla, China didn't just borrow tech, they made Tesla a core part of their EV empire. It's a genius play that locked in their superpower status. Wrap-up time. From fast charging, self-driving, and killer batteries to smart government moves and a partnership with Tesla, China's risen as the EV king, leaving the US and Europe playing catch-up. This isn't just about cars, it's about vision, guts, and seizing the moment. What do you think of China's EV takeover? Can the US and Europe close the gap? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more cool stuff. Catch you next time.